Welcome back, everybody. The movie do prospecting. Now I've got a little treat today. I've got a little treat for me anyway, because I love searching. So anyway, my cousin has got into his gold prospecting like me, and he sampled a few pay dirts. So he's panned them out at home. I run them over a sluice. So he wants to check just to make sure he hasn't missed any. So my cousin Sparky, so there you go, I've labelled it Sparky Dirt. Can you see that spark? There you go. So I don't think he's going to have missed anything chunky. If anything, it's going to be the micro gold he's missed. But we will check the tail of his tub and give it a quick pan out, because after we've run it over the legendary Flower Gold Wizard micro cleanup sluice, this is going to catch all the heavies and any gold, any small pieces of gold in there, and then we'll check the heavies for a quick pan. They gave this to me about a week ago. It has already been run over a sluice, so there might not be anything in here, but if in doubt, get the Flower Gold Wizard micro sluice out. I could have classified it, but it won't take long to run this material over. If there is any gold in there, it's going to hold it. I haven't run it for a while. It looks like I've got my pitch pretty good. I'm quite happy it's draining off quite steadily. It's the design, the smooth water head it sends that water over beautiful. There's no massive ripples, bubbles, and that smooth flow helps that gold sink in. Very fine, like sawtooth design there. I don't see any visible gold yet. A few cobbles. That's it. Yeah, I've been a bit busy lately, and not been able to put so much into the channel as I'd have liked. But things are settling down a bit now, so hopefully we will get back into the flow of things. But I think you do a good job of this, Sparky. Now, I might just be the first little piece of gold sat right there. It's only a very small dot, but what a piece of kit this is. Oh, I did see a glint of something then, I don't know. We will pan out the heavies. This is going to hold the black sands and the heavies. They'll hold on to them and they'll bury in there. But if there's anything too big, it will roll over the top. Well, possibility there's another piece of gold there. I'm talking like flea poop size. This is, you know, very tiny spot gold. But I'm not sure. There could be a couple of little bits there showing. So we're getting there now. Yeah, I think my cousin did a good job. He's off prospecting in the next couple of days. So I wish him well. Heavy pans, dude. I saw one decent glint when I was loading this in. It could be pyrite though. Lots of shiny pyrite. So, there goes Spark. I've run it all over the Flower Gold Wizard Micro Sluice. Apart from the odd tiny bit, my bad. So that we just let that run for a few minutes. I think I can see a little bit of gold there. Give this a quick wipe over. So I've got a few things coming up. Hopefully, we're going to try a few different places for fossiling soon, but a little bit more homework is required first. Yeah, I think I can see a few spots of gold in there. How good is that? There is some smaller pieces in there. I can definitely see a little bit of gold in there. Let's rinse this one out, make sure we've got no contamination. Let's drop that into there because I want to pan out the tailings just to make sure we haven't lost a little picker or something like that. I don't think we will have. We would have done. A bit of dust on that scoop. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is then, let's have a little look here. Let's keep you running just for a minute. Just humour me. I can adjust that like that, it's not going to upset it too much. So this is all the material I've just run over. So I'm going to speed pan it real quickly, just to make sure. I've took out all the black sands now, they're in here. So they're not going to get in my way. Look at that, I can still see that bit of gold sat there. Do I have enough room to pan? That's the question. This pan's a bit big. So let's do about half and half. Got some there and the lead weight. I'll put that. I know where to put it. Put it down there first. So you can see it's big old chunks here, it's big chunks of quartz. I love quartz when it's all heavily stained like that. It's got red staining and black veins. Now that's I've just found a peridot, which is a gemstone. So that's what that is right there. I'll put that to one side. Oh, I didn't know there could be peridot in here. Well, I'm going to have just a little quick look through now, then, just to make sure. And that stood out. And a peridot is a beautiful green gemstone. That's what I think. I just found a big old chunk of pyrite. That might have been the big old glint I saw. Heavily stained quartz. So I don't actually know how. I don't know how heavy peridot are. And there's a little bit of amethyst. Not sure where that come from, but that looks like a bit of amethyst. So anyway, the micro sluice will take out the micro, so I've been left with a lot of cobbles here. But I'll wash them off the top and get down to the other materials. I'm just going to have a look. Dip my string in the tank. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for joining me again if you happen to be this far in. It's just intriguing to see. Oh, it looks like there's a little gem there. I'm not sure. It looks like garnet now. I don't know where these gems have come from. No gold in there. I don't see any gold in there, so there's half left, so I thought, there it is. There's a little piece of polished garnet there. So, that's the first bit, let's get rid of that. Now, put that there, and I've got the rest of it here. Sorry about the poor cameraing. Let's just make sure I clean this pan out. So there's lots of blonde sands in here. A little bit of blacks, but it mostly looks like blondes. So that's that emptied out. Put that down to one side a second. So this is the rest. I'll take out the lead weight. That's just there to stop the pan floating away where the sluice is running. So I've been left about another half again. Let's just have a quick see if I can see any gemmies in there. Bit of zircon, plenty of pyrites, very pyrite rich, heavily stained quartz. Anyway. Let's give it a run. It's all about the hunt. I love the hunt. So let's see. I think that shiny, what I saw was that chunk of pyrite. Just crumbled up when I touched it, but it made quite a glint along the sluice as it ran over. So I'll pan out much of the cobbles off the top. Yeah, I can see another peridot in there. I'm not sure what that. I think that's a big piece of zirconia, something like that, possibly. Red stone. I'm having a quick scan for gems just in case, because I found them peridot. There's quite some pyrite in here, which is probably what I was seeing running down the sluice. And it's difficult to pick out the gems in this colour. This material is multicoloured. I can't see anything else. Quickly, so let's have another quick pan out. So that sluice has had enough now. You could leave it running for a bit longer, but I imagine now, after 5 to 10 minutes, it's finished filtering out, and what stays is going to stay. So lots of rusty looking material in there. Right, I'm right down to the last now, so let's have a little look. If there's anything... Oh, I see one little rough. Is that? I think it is. It's dancing around a bit. It's very wiry, so it might be wire. That's a piece of gold. I think it was attached to a bit of... I've just crushed it. I think it was attached to a bit of rock, and that's helped it float. It's tiny, but that is a piece of gold in there. So, I guess it's possible it was in the pan, but the pan was pretty clean. I love this black pan, but I guess I could leave the odd dot in there, but not that. I would have thought that would have... Right, I'm going to dab that into there. There it is. Yeah, I won't be able to show you. It is. I'm not sure you'll be able to see that. No, not with the lighting like this. It's it's a micro poop dot. So what I'm going to, anyway, we'll turn the pump off. I find my old tub. Oh, that one's handy. I've lost the head for the other one, which was even better for this job. But anyway, remove the smooth water head gently as she goes. Now we're just going to rinse this down into our pan. A little bit of a slower process because there's heavy black sands in there. A few others. Anything that was a little heavy will sink down. Hopefully, if there's any gold, if there's any gold, it will. That there. Pretty clean. Fabulous bit of kit. I was very lucky. I got this from Mr. Wizard, the Flower Gold Wizard channel. I absolutely love it. It's been used so many times now. It's just one of my favourites. I tell you, if there is gold in there, it's been for a mission to stay in that pan. So yeah, we've got the concentrates now from the micro sluice. You can see masses of pyrite in there. And we're just going to try and, there's a little bit of light material on top, so we'll just rinse that off quickly. And I'm trusting my panning skills now, because I put that tiny little speck of gold in there, that wiry little piece. And I chuck that in there, so I'm kind of hoping that my panning skills are good, or I've just put it into the pan. And a little tap to the top, there's a little bit of material there, but we'll have a little look. What can I see here? So, there it is. Yeah, there it is, that little piece. I'll try and just rinse off these black sands. I think I've pretty much done it. So I think that's a tiny piece of lead. There you go. There was a little bit of gold in there. Very little wood. I'll wash it away. I spent all that time. It's trying to float off now. Excuse me. Poor cameraing today. I apologise. So that was the result. And we'll see if I can get a bit of light on the subject. See if I can bring you in. I don't know if it's going to actually focus. Doesn't like my light in here. Yeah, I think you can just about make it. There's a couple of little. That's very poor. Sorry about that. Can't see that at all. Yeah, here it is. 4 little dots of gold. Very tiny, but they're there. So, it's all about the hunt. We did find some gold spark, look.